back to the show. I'm Jason, and I'm with my fellows here. This is
Eclipse.
Sammy 2 times, and I'm Sammy.
and we're here today to talk about the new show, Captain America: New World.
Brave New World.
Brave New World.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to touch bases on different avenues on characters, what's up and coming, and even new movies that's behind that movie. So today we're going to start with Captain America and the Red Hulk, okay? Because this is something brand new in the cinema. So what do you guys think, guys? What you guys think about this show coming up? It's not out yet.
It's gonna be trash.
My question is it too soon for somebody of that magnitude like the Red Hulk? Your first movie, you're bringing it out, and this is how you bring it out. You bring some villain of that magnitude into the show.
Well, basically, the Red Hulk is an experiment that basically the superhero based off the superhero.
Well, I mean, I see what you're trying to say, but the thing, you got the Red Hulk, and Captain America has several villains, and it's kind of one of those things where if you know Captain America is not dead because he's been replaced. Mm-hmm. Steve Rogers is gone. You got Sam is in there, and then all of a sudden, boom, you bring out Red Hulk. How many other villains does Captain America have that when he could have started out small before you bring somebody into that magnitude?
To that point.
I'm sorry, he cleared his throat. What do you got, guy? Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
I just feel like this is them trying to find a way to step up and say that they still have it. Marvel still have it, and they don't. Like that's why they did Agatha, that TV show. After WandaVision, after Doctor Strange, they feel like this is it. So we're bringing this in, thinking like they're gonna do something that's.
Can I just ask America?
Finally.
Are you guys tired of the cinema jacking up the comic books? I mean, me as a comic book guy, as a purist, doesn't it offend anybody else how they keep nerfing Omega level characters just because of who owns them? I mean, I'm not going to go see it. I don't want to see it. It is not on my to-do list. That's just my opinion, but I would just like to know how everybody else feels because this was my childhood growing up, and the way they just destroyed Spider-Man, they destroyed Thor, they destroyed Daredevil. Yes, even Daredevil. Daredevil could have been done so much better than what they did.
They don't do Daredevil.
They've never made a good Punisher.
Never have. And I like the Punisher.
Yeah, and they nerfed the Hawk to the point
on that one.
Don't start that one. Oh, man.
I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's feeling like
the Hulk is a win. That's how they made him out to be.
Yeah, it got to the point where he snapped and it burned him up. I'm like, the guy is supposed to be able to get stronger, madder, bigger, and then he can't even use the glove without burning him up practically.
Yeah, now he's doing yoga.
Yeah, nice. He's doing yoga. Now the crazy part about it, I'm not sure when this movie's coming out, but I heard it's supposed to be Valentine's Day, which is a Friday. Right. If that is the case, how crazy is Marvel? I mean, you got male and female fans.
Well, they're gonna destroy a lot of marriages and relationships because the dude gonna want to go see the movie, and the chick's gonna be like, "I ain't trying to see this," So.
It's a love story. It's a love story.
You got some women who do love Marvel. Okay, you got so.
Those are those cosplay chicks too. And
right.
now, trust me, I wouldn't mind having a cosplay chick.
Well, because they're into it.
If she's not into Marvel, she would just be like.
But they're making these movies so people who are not into Marvel or DC to jump in to be like,
So you're telling me that if they have no idea of the concept, they don't have any idea of the comic book, that if they put it on a big screen, they'd be like, oh wow, this is cool. Because they have no concept of it
But
anyway.
everybody I ran into that with that same concept, that same mindset, they turn around and be like, oh, it was pretty good. Then I'm breaking it down. Yeah, then I'm breaking it down. This happened, this could have happened, that could have happened. Then they're like, oh, I didn't know it was that
But
deep.
that's what I'm saying. So they could go from the comic book standpoint, keep it 100% pure, and the people who don't know will be none the wiser.
But wasn't it whenever they brought out X-Men with Hugh Jackman when he first made his debut? They said they weren't trying to do the typical comic book.
Yes,
right.
That's true.
That's true.
So
trying to stay away
then,
from
they've
the
been jacking
comic
up all this crap to be like, well, it's for everybody, and
Yeah,
it just
but
But that's what I'm saying, though. I'm like, it doesn't. it can still be for everybody. People who don't know anything about the comic book will still enjoy the movie if it's still close base to the comic book.
That's kind of true, but if you know,
There's no kind of true to it. It is true.
Well, basically, what
If you
the
don't
villains
know-
besides
you
the
don't
Red
know.
Hulk, besides the Red Hulk, the villains that they have for this movie, they're looking at Sidewinder, Diamondback, the leader, and the Red Hulk are supposed to be the bad guys for this movie.
which is the president.
Yes. So again, my question is, why would you start so big with this guy, and you had so many other people that you could have brought in?
Well, who the heck knows who Diamondback is?
Who knows who Sidewinder is?
Exactly.
Yeah. But again, how many other villains have they done you didn't know, but they gave them a backstory? Speaking of that, are you tired of having to watch a villain become a villain before you find out what the villain is trying to do? I have no problem with the superhero knowing who the villain is. And are you tired of getting a villain and having to watch his entire story of how he became a villain? The nobody who got attacked or who got jumped, who was a test subject, and all of a sudden now he gets these powers and he's ready to kill the world domination. So
First off, I think you're yelling at me. And I ain't doing that.
oh, I have not begun to get hype yet.
Is it too soon to say, I was about to say Harrison Ford playing as president. I'm like, hey, Indiana Jones bringing his whip, but since it's Black History Month and it's Captain America, might be a little
No.
crossing lines. So that's why I was going to say, let me not.
You're too young, but he did something called clear and present danger.
Sure.
Yeah, you're too young for that.
I remember Indiana Jones. I'm like, yeah, bring the whip. And then it's like, you're fighting Sam. And I'm just saying, African American Black History.
But he has played the president before in Air
That's
Force
true.
One,
Oh,
so
that's
that's why he
Yeah.
can take this role and actually own it because
Right.
he's played the president before and he
He
did
did
well.
a good job.
He
But
did
not
really
a
well.
villain.
But now he's going to be a villain. So again, all the Indiana Jones fans, all the Air Force One fans. No, I'm sorry, all the Air Force
Well,
One fans.
is there
and all
any
the-
Air Force One fans?
I'm sure that clear and present
All-
danger
all the
fans,
part of Get
all
Off My
those,
Plane.
all
My
those
Plane.
people that like Ford, and now he plays a bad
Well,
guy.
I don't have a problem with him being the
Yeah.
bad
Okay.
guy. He's a good actor. I have no
I
problem
was
with
just gonna give a
that.
shout out to Indiana Jones with him, but then all that stuff come through my head like Black History Month. We can't do it. Hey, so with 30 seconds left on the clock,
That's
that's
next month, bro.
This is a whole new topic.
I know, man. You're just shifting gears like out of nowhere.
Let's just vote.
Wait a minute. Do you have some deep seated issues that we
Something.
need
He
to talk
just
about
said
here?
Black History Month in the middle of it.
Bro, you talked about
That's coming up.
And you brought Black History Month twice.
Yes, you did. You said it twice now.
Because I
Easy,
think they only
Farrakhan.
did they only did that because he's African American.
Oh, you talking about Captain America? Oh, so that's why you doing
that to say.
Now, who have a problem with Captain America and Falcon coming together and one superhero? I mean, that left a bad taste in my mouth.
They have several other guys that could have played Captain America. Because all the
Exactly.
storylines that you have in superheroes.
No, but he did. Sam did take up the mantle.
He
Yeah,
did.
I know,
He did.
but could he leave the Falcon alone and just be Captain America?
No, he's bringing
No,
his
that's
partner.
not. He was.
Yeah.
He's doing his own thing. He even said, "I'm not Captain America. I
Right.
have to make this work for me."
Right.
So that's why he did it, and he even did that.
He has no powers.
But he has, yeah.
But he eventually gets the
He
super
eventually-
serum.
but
So
they're
now
not
Really?
gonna give it to
Yeah,
him.
I wanted to.
they're not going to give him to
They're
him
not
in
gonna
this, but
give
he
it to him.
eventually gets the serum.
That's what,
Okay, that's what I was
That's what I'm
wondering,
upset.
because-
He about to fight this Red Hulk with no powers.
With no
Yeah.
powers.
With little wings. He gonna
got
tickle
wings.
him. He gonna tickle him, make him laugh.
Hey, speaking of Red Hulk, if he can fight him long enough, the Red Hulk wears down in time.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
If he-
Yeah,
Fights
but
him
the
long.
Red Hulk gives off so much gamma radiation.
He gives off
That's true,
radiation.
too.
Yeah, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not even feasible for him to go up against this dude because the Red Hulk has like melted buildings.
Because
the
of the
angrier
heat,
he
yeah.
gets because he's pure radiation.
Yes, but he only lasts for a while. Unlike the Hulk, who can
Unlike the
last
Hulk,
forever.
don't-
Okay, so I'm gonna have you stand by a radioactive place for like 30
That's fine.
seconds.
That's fine. If we gotta do it to test this theory, let's knock it out. Look, I mean, all in favor.
And he's like, he's sitting up here like, well, it went off, but
He did it.
Bruce
He did
Banner
it.
turned into the Hulk because of that. Somebody set a bomb off early when he couldn't get out of the way in time. That's how he became the Hulk.
That's wild.
He saved the guy that was at a test site, got the guy out of there.
True.
And before he could get out to save himself.
but he's giving off gamma radiation.
Yes,
Yeah.
The
yes.
Red Hawk is giving off pure radiation
Yeah.
like Omega Red.
Well, the thing about the Red Hulk is he absorbs energy, all types of energy. That's why he's been able to ride the Silver Surfer surfboard because he absorbs all energy.
Let's not
The-
be human, but
Huh?
Let's not talk about Silver Surfer.
Well, but okay, look, you weenies. I know that's y'all boy. I know that's y'all boy. I get it. That's your boy.
Don't bring that up because they talking about turning him into a woman.
I know.
They already did.
I know.
You know what we're talking about. It's
That's right.
done.
Okay, let's
It's done.
okay, let's flip back. Okay, let's flip
But
back.
that's why I'm going back to Red Hulk. It's because he absorbs everything. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing. Because
Right.
it's a bad thing because he can only hold it for so long, and then after a while he drains himself down.
So who's gonna go see the show?
It's Valentine's Day, man. It's Valentine's Day. Why not, man? I take the wife and go see Marvel. Why not?
I mean, I'm probably gonna go see it because there's probably gonna be some single chicks there, and it's Valentine's Day, and they don't want to be alone. So I got a good shot.
You do. You can wear one of your Marvel shirts in
There
there,
you
and
go,
they'll be
man.
like, "Oh my God, he's by himself."
There you go.
They sit next to you with popcorn. Hi.
No,
Because we got to come back and talk about the movie.
We do?
Yes, we do. We have
Okay,
to come back.
if we're dogging it out now, then we really gotta go see it.
It
Come back
may
and surprise
surprise
us.
us. It may shock us. It may surprise us. You know,
Why?
you never know. Why?
yeah.
Because you
Why
haven't
is it
seen
gonna
the
shock
movie
and
yet.
surprise me?
You haven't seen the movie yet.
I think I'll be shocked if I stay up watching it the whole time.
Nice. You
Thank
going to
you.
go take a nap. That's
Thank
hilarious.
you.
You going to take a nap, really?
Yeah.
Evidently, I went to sleep on Moana 2.
Okay, it's Moana 2, man.
I
Come
know,
on.
that's
They
true.
never should have made
That's
it.
true.
That's
That's
Moana 2.
But
They never
I'm just
should
saying,
have.
on this one, I'm like,
I mean,
wake
have
up
you
when
seen
they
Craven?
Oh,
Not yet.
And I've heard nothing but bad stuff about that.
Yeah,
I know.
He
That's
said
what-
Rotten
I
Tomatoes.
was going to go
gives
see it
a
last night, matter of
15%.
fact. I
Um,
was going to go see it last night.
Speaking of Craven, that you brought him up, he was one of the ones where you had to learn his backstory, and that's what they did, and that's why it's so bad. That's why I was making my point. Why couldn't he just come along in a Spider-Man movie and Spider-Man starts finding
Just
out
like
about
they
the
did with
guy?
Black Panther. Just like they did Black Panther.
How come Venom exists without Spider-Man?
That's true.
Because they
Venom
wanted-
doesn't exist without
without
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yes.
Of course,
true.
we all know that.
But they wanted to make Venom's own movie to get Venom props, which
They did the
again
same
they
thing
could
with
have done
Morbius,
some
too.
stuff.
They did the
Morbius.
same thing with Black Panther.
Yeah, Morbius. They did Morbius the same way. Yeah,
I mean, Black
Yeah.
Panther was in.
And then they introduced, oh my God, I can't even remember the group, but they have Blade, Morbius.
Oh, I know what you're
Black
talking about.
Knight.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. That's
They have that crew.
Midnight
that-
Sun.
Yeah,
The Midnight Suns.
Midnight Suns.
Yeah, they're supposed to be coming out with them. And I'm like,
Yeah.
but you got all these individual movies and you haven't tied any of them together.
and they're not going to.
And they're not going to.
Because if you to tie them together would take more time. Because then you'd have to take this movie and tie it in this movie, this movie.
Yeah,
tie
and
it.
they put that at the end of the Eternals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And then it just came out of the blue, and I'm just like, well, they're not going to do anything with this. So why even throw that teaser in there?
Well,
Because it makes you
they
think,
didn't
hey,
know
hopefully.
they didn't know that they were gonna fight with production and trying to find. I mean, the producer who did Blade, the original Blade, he didn't want to give up the whole mantle of Blade, and
Right.
so
I don't blame him.
that's what they've been fighting with for this whole time. And so I mean, even though Wesley Snipes, I forgot the new Blade guy who was supposed to be doing it.
Oh yeah, something Ali.
Yeah,
or
some,
Yeah.
yeah. Wesley Snipes gave him the
The
mantle.
guy from the Green Book, right?
Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
He gave him the respect to say,
what-
man,
what
it's
they
all
say.
yours. It's just they still didn't do it. Like it's just
Well,
that's where we are.
well, he made Blade. Okay, he's like. He,
Well, it was ahead of his time.
right. I mean,
It really was.
Actually, when they made Blade, when he came out, I was totally shocked. I mean, it was done really
No,
well.
I enjoyed Blade. I enjoyed the first one. The second one was okay.
Okay, second was the vampires were a lot more.
The vampires were a lot more.
Gruesome.
Yeah, gruesome and more
Yeah.
fierce. Yeah, they didn't
Right.
joke around. They was like, hey, we draining you dry no matter what.
Right.
Well, they went after actual vampires.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
So I mean, it was a good. It was a good story. The cinematography of it, you could tell was fake when they were jumping around. But I understand why they had
Yeah.
to do it because vampires got all these special powers.
Yes, they do.
They're supposed to be able to move fast.
Yes, they are.
So. And it almost had a Matrix feel to it, where
Yes, it
Neo
did.
was fighting all the different agents. You
Right.
could tell
That was
it was
actually
like
a really cool
CGI.
scene.
It
That
was a
was-
really cool
that was a cool
scene,
scene. It
but
really
you could
was.
tell that it was like cartoonish.
But,
Yes.
But if it wasn't for Blade starting this, MCU wouldn't be where it's at today.
No, if it
Like-
wasn't for Howard the Duck.
Really? You Howard the Duck? Really?
That's Marvel.
Blade.
I know he is.
But they went down.
Started it out. Started it out.
Horrible.
That was serious. Started it out.
Blade helped the MCU.
That was a test run.
I know that was somebody's nightmare that they thought they bring the two.
I
That was
hated
a
that movie.
test,
I
bro.
hated
That was a.
That
I
movie
mean,
sucked.
come on. You had what? You had Flash Gordon that they did in there. You had Buck Rogers.
Yeah.
You even had Superman and Batman.
Yeah.
Okay. All of that was DC. Marvel was just like, well, we need to get a Marvel movie out there.
So
And they were afraid, so they were just like, let's start out slow.
Yeah, if you call it
It's
Howard the
Howard the
Duck,
Duck.
slow, that's no offense, but that's special ed slow. I'm sorry, that's how slow that was. That movie was horrible.
That was just.
And by the way, America, we're just saying, never before we die. That's how we say it.
Never go full retard.
Like you said, never go full retard.
Oh, you can't
my
say retard.
God!
That's-
No, you
Yeah, you can't. That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
told America we're not advertising that.
No,
Right.
we're not.
Right.
So we have to censor this
We'll
dude.
edit,
Nice.
we'll edit that out.
I said special ed.
We're
That's
We are not editing it out. Believe me.
Okay.
that can stay. That's the way I said it could actually stay. Oh my goodness! No, you.
So we left the topic about Craven the Hunter. They got 15% on Rotten Tomatoes, so it wasn't that good at all. Everybody said since Sony made their movies, they've been in
Sony made the movies?
Oh, I
Sony.
mean,
Well, those are the
Sony.
characters that Sony
Yeah.
has.
Since they made
okay.
those movies, their percentages have been low.
I
on
wish
Rotten
they would've
Tomatoes.
Well,
tied
they
it
can't,
into
they
Spider-Man.
can't tap into Marvel on the back end.
They won't
They
sell
don't
them.
want to. That's
Yeah,
all
they
it
won't
is.
sell them. So
Yeah.
Sony
Yeah.
has the Hulk, Spider-Man. Well, do they still have Fantastic Four? Because Fox owned the
No,
Fantastic
no,
they don't. I
Four.
don't
So
think
who
they
has
do.
Fantastic Four? Is it Marvel or is it Disney?
I think it's Disney now.
Yeah,
Big
Disney
Disney
has.
now.
Okay.
Disney have Fantastic
Yeah,
Four.
Disney
And of course,
over Fox.
nobody can get that movie right because it's
I actually thought the last one they did was decent,
When
and
they
they did not make his fight scene with Doom. They didn't show how powerful Doom was.
Michael B. Jordan was the worst Human Torch.
He was.
Sorry. Michael B. Jordan is cool.
But the other
But-
characters were great picks.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't even like Doctor Doom.
No, really?
The only two people I liked was Sue Storm and Ben Grimm.
I think.
I thought
Reed
the guy played Reed
from
Richards
Doctor Strange too. Reed Richards. I think he. I mean.
Oh God!
yeah.
Here we go!
Oh, yeah.
Here we go!
Exactly.
Now we're bringing the Office guy into the story. Everybody wants
He
the
showed
Office
that he
guy.
can be serious. It
Bro.
was good. I was just like, man, that was
Bro,
actually pretty
he's a
good.
clear-cut choice.
He's
for
not gonna
Dr.
be.
Yeah,
Right.
for Dr. Richard
Even though
Reed.
we got Mandalorian being Dr. Richards now, like
in Doctor Strange movie, Multiverse of Madness. Reed Richards in that movie was my idea of Reed Richards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what everybody's been trying to push for Reed Richards.
Right.
Him and his wife,
Right.
Emily Blunt. They
Yeah.
want her to be Sue Storm.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
it's not.
Yeah,
It's
unfortunately.
like when
And then
Vince like, oh, let's do this.
and
They're
then
like,
I think they had Zac Efron casted as the Human
yes,
Torch.
they did.
And they
They
had,
did.
but I don't know
They
who
did.
they had for Ben Grimm. So
No, it was somebody you never heard of. If you did hear him, he wasn't well known in the U.S., but I think he was well known overseas.
Okay.
shoot, I think Alan Richter should be Benjamin Grimm, the guy that plays Reacher. It's a TV series
Yeah,
on
Reacher, yeah.
Prime that's from
Yeah, Tom Cruise's
novel.
old movie they turned into a series.
Mhm.
Right,
yeah.
That guy should. I think he
Ben
should
Grimm, yeah, I think because
be. This dude is a natural beast, man. He's like what? He's like 6'3" or 6'4",
Yeah.
and he's just like stocky and everything. So I'm
Yeah.
like,
Well,
why
he's
not
gonna be
him?
covered in rock anyway, so you won't know who it
Exactly,
is. So
but
yeah.
you won't have to CGI him.
Yeah, you
Right,
won't. Yeah.
exactly.
that's true.
So hey. So
But you know the Red Hulk has actually beat Thor. That's why we talked about that. We had kind of discovered that because he was able to grab the hammer when they
Yeah.
were in space.
Yeah.
So he grabbed because everything's in space is lightweight, no weight at all. So he
I don't
grabbed
think the Red
hammer.
Hulk grabbed the hammer when it was the actual Hulk himself
Nor did-
grabbed the hammer in space and helped them defeat.
Yes, they both had a
Yeah.
chance to get it. Yeah, both of them done it.
I can't remember who they were fighting. Who were they fighting when he picked up the hammer? I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I want to say it was the Beyonder.
I can see
I don't
that.
think so. I don't think it's the Beyonder.
Well, I
I think
can
it
see
was the
that, though.
Beyonder that they were fighting.
I have to look it up.
Well, they got a new Superman coming out.
Nah.
God, can we
Okay,
stay
we're
away
Marvel.
from DC?
I know, but no, we gotta talk about
Can we
both.
stay
No.
away
We're
can we
Marvel.
Okay, we can talk about Marvel.
I mean,
Marvel.
we can
I mean-
talk about DC, but let's just push that to the side for now because I'm so tired of DC.
Okay.
They've remade Batman and Superman so many times now.
And
It's
then
just
for
like,
some reason somebody said Suicide Squad was a great idea to do.
Oh, I think it was great. I think
It
awesome.
was, but
I thought
I
it was
mean,
awesome.
it was a good idea to do.
Mhm.
Doesn't mean it was going to get done right.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, so
Even the video game.
So what about the characters? You don't think the characters were placed well with the actors?
for
What
what
do you
movie?
think?
We talking about Suicide
What do you
Squad?
think?
Yeah.
So you actually liked it?
I
He did.
like
Look
parts
at
of
it.
it.
He did. Okay, he did. He don't like
I did like
he
parts
did.
of it. I did like the beginning and the ending. So
It It's almost like M. Night Shyamalan made that movie.
No, leave him alone. He actually made some decent movies.
So he had like what besides
Yeah.
Sixth Sense?
Oh man,
No, but he did one Evil. I think it was called Evil. It was the one where everything was upside down because at the very end they were in the elevator and
Oh, you talking about Devil?
Devil. Yeah, that was called Devil. Yeah, that
He
one.
didn't do that one.
He didn't. I thought that
He did
was
not
him.
do that one.
Yeah, that was him. That was him. Like I went and saw that.
that
I
was
read
M.
about it. Yeah, that was
That
him.
was M. Night
That was him.
Shyamalan?
Yes, that was him. That was a good movie.
Okay.
Because the ending of that movie was really freaky because right when the dude finally confessed, the woman turned around and goes, "Man, I wanted to get you so bad." It was
Yeah.
like the devil told him, "I was gunning for you, but because you confessed, I'm gonna let you go." Yeah. So yeah, that was
Okay,
Shyamalan.
besides those two.
Nice. Okay.
No, because I just watched The Watchers.
Yeah.
And
I
that
saw that.
movie was so freaking dumb. The Village was dumb. The Happening was dumb.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
Points
And
made.
it's
Points
almost
made.
like
Points made. Coming back.
the Suicide Squad was made by this guy because he tries to get so deep, and that's the problem with the cinema world is they try to get so deep that
Okay.
they're missing the whole point. The whole point of people going to the movies is so they don't have to think. They just want to go and they want to enjoy. That's why an amusement park is called amusement park.
Wait,
It's
the look on your
amused.
face, you don't get that at all, do you?
I do understand
You
what
get
he's
that?
saying.
Okay, because you just had a look on your face like, what the
No,
fuck?
I'm just saying.
I have my own opinion.
No, because
Well, we all do.
well, because okay, you don't want to think when you go to the theater. You just want to go be entertained.
Right.
That's why Dumb and Dumber was so awesome. Because you didn't have to think. You could just watch it and laugh.
That's why amusement park is called amusement. To muse is to think.
Yeah.
That's why amusement
I
is
think
entertainment.
He is.
Pretty smart.
Give him a cookie after this.
Okay.
Because yeah, you don't want to have to think. But the problem is, you have a lot of fans that have read comic books all their lives. A lot of fans that have their favorite characters. And now we have theaters and producers and they're all trying to bring this stuff to life to get you to love it. And they're not, helping. They're not doing it. And that's why comic books and regular books are so great because the author, the writer has the time to put all the stuff in there to make you like it, make you, grab you. Oh no, they're doing this. Oh no, they're doing, because they have the time. And with movies, you don't have that time. You have to find key points to make. And right now, a lot of them are failing in getting the key points in these movies.
Well, you got to take into consideration the writers, okay?
Yeah.
Who write the movies, and they might not their mindset. Let's say, hey, let's take it here, or hey, let's take it there, okay? And then in their eyes, they're in there saying, oh yeah, that's a good idea. But when it gets to the screen, you be like,
What was that?
what?
I'm just tired of them trying to make villains have a heart. The reason why they're
That's my point when I
Like,
say
what you
what I
said
said. What I
earlier,
said.
like,
Yes.
when I saw that Thanos was just trying to make a better universe,
Oh, come
balance
on
out
now.
the
No,
universe,
he wasn't.
and
That
it
wasn't-
wasn't like he
No.
wasn't in love with Lady Death, and he wasn't trying to show her that he loves her to kill everybody off like the comic books. He was just like, no, I need to balance the universe. Instead of giving us more resource and supplies to live, he's like, no, let's balance.
Let's just
the
kill them
universe.
all and make them
Let's
start
just
over.
make it. Ever since that happened, like I don't know, I started looking back at all these comic book movies. I'm like, man, they're really been jumping into this mindset of making villains have a heart, or why they doing it.
woke.
It's more because they want the fans to understand. They want the fans to understand the bad guy is human too.
Oh, I know.
It's
right?
just like Spider-Man 3.
What's up?
I had never seen so much crying in that movie. The Green Goblin was crying.
Oh, I know.
Sandman was
Yeah.
crying.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody
I was
cried.
like, why is nobody
I like when she was throwing biscuits.
Aunt
at
May
him.
was crying.
I like when she was throwing. I like when she was
I'm
throwing
just
biscuits. I
glad
thought
that
that
they
was
stopped
hilarious.
saying Thanos was right with everything. Like,
Yes.
for the longest
Oh,
time,
my goodness.
everybody would post something on social media. Oh, this and this happened, man. Thanos was right. You idiot. Like, what? Like, come on. son.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing some people turn into dust. I'm just saying.
Okay, bottom line, if you put that out there, like you just asked, what do y'all think? If you post that out there, how many people got at least 5 people you would love to see turn to dust?
Oh, man.
It would break the internet. Folks would just it would break the internet.
And you know what? My luck, the people who want to turn into dust will be like, hey man, we made it.
You saw what happened? What are we gonna do? It's like the horror movies. Oh man, we gotta get out of here. How'd you make it? How'd you make it?
Yeah. He'll be like, hey bro, I told you it was random. I'm like, you suck. You could have snapped it if you wanted to.
Go back and find him and be like, bro, that guy's still alive, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go get
He
him.
was just like, it's random.
Well, yeah, I do think they making the bad guys a little bit more softer now. It's like, you know, the comic books, some of the comic books are pretty dark.
Yeah,
You know,
but
and that's what we're used to reading. But then they try to make it all fluffy for the audience and for the people who really not into comic books, so they can come.
That's
go
what I'm
and see
saying.
it.
I'm like, when you have a person that has no clue of what
Yes.
they're watching, they don't know the history of it, they don't know the background of it. You put it on the screen, you make a good product. They're gonna be like, man, that movie was freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
They have no idea. Then they'll be like, you know what? Let me go research this. Where'd this come from? And then they're
they'll be
like,
like-
oh wow. Well, like the Black Phone.
Oh man,
The Black Phone stuck so close to the
I haven't
book.
seen that one yet.
it's
No.
good.
It stuck so close to the book that I
So
was just
good.
The
like,
kid that was kidnapped in the phone and the black
okay,
phone.
I like that.
It's
one.
so good.
I was like, I like that.
I
one.
didn't know nothing about it when I went. I had an open mind, and then when the movie took off, I was like, "Holy cow! This dude is off the chain."
Yeah, but it stuck so close to the book. That's why I was like, finally, a movie that's sticking close to the book. I'm like, I like
And
it.
it's a horror movie.
Yeah.
On top of that, it's like
Look that
I was
up.
like, "Whoa!" I had to watch it again. It's like, man, I gotta see that one again because
Yeah, like they added on some stuff, but the stuff that they added on, it didn't take away from the book.
Yeah, they didn't make it a major thing.
But see, that's what we're
They
talking
just
about
put
the
it in
comic
there.
books. They take it away, they take it and
That's,
get
yeah,
their
that's
own
what I'm
spin on
saying.
it.
Yeah.
They-
So, but you didn't know anything about that. You didn't even know it was a book, but you thought it was a good movie.
exactly.
They didn't stray far from the book, and they added stuff in because it was a
Right.
short story.
Right.
So it worked.
It worked. Worked
so,
well.
So you can do that with and we're not gonna broach this topic,
No,
but I'm
let's
gonna
talk
throw it
about
out
it.
there,
We're gonna talk
and we're
about
gonna run away from it, like Star Wars. Enough said.
Oh.
Enough said. Enough said.
Okay, that's not even.
I will be-
We're not
that's
good, though.
That's not even.
I will be
open.
honest, if
No.
I never saw the whole movie but caught the fight scenes of each movie at the end, I would have thought they were the best movies in the world because the fight scenes.
You even thought the
actually-
fight scenes were good.
The fight scenes
They were good.
between.
Which episodes did you feel
Wait
like?
a minute. I thought we weren't talking about.
Oh yeah.
No, we're not. But he just. I said we're gonna touch it and run away from
I'm
it.
sorry, that was me touching
But
it.
he
You
was just
touched
like,
it. I couldn't touch it.
thought the fight.
I couldn't touch it. You touched it.
No,
See?
I agree because we all know how bad Star Wars sucks now. So we're not even gonna go down that road.
I'm too late. We gotta put it in.
No, I'm just saying that's how it happens. You know,
Alright.
because they have the blueprint, but you don't want to follow the blueprint.
Man, they make it.
No.
He said, leave it
What
alone.
we got next? What we
He
got
stirred the pot. Now he's running
Yeah.
away. Leave it
No,
alone.
I'm like we're gonna
So-
touch it because it coincides with what we're talking about.
Man, there's so many. I'm not even surprised anymore. They have a new Star Wars movie every month, like a Star Wars series, like
Yeah.
Star Wars on the way home,
Yeah.
Star Wars down. I
We
mean,
gotta let this go, man.
Yeah.
Let it go, man.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway, back to the Red Hulk.
Gotta let it go.
So
Okay,
the Red Hawk
Captain
comes out
America, Brave New
February
World.
14th.
Is it
Captain
really February 14th?
February
Yes,
14th.
yes.
So it really is
Brave
Valentine's
New
Day.
World,
Valentine's
Captain
Day.
America
Wow.
comes out.
Yes.
Who thought that was a good
Apparently, we all have to go watch it. God
We do?
only knows why, because we have to talk about it. Well, we got to talk about it.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what the show's
I got
about.
a free ticket, so I'm good.
How'd you get a free ticket?
Oh, the theater jacked up when we went to go see Red One.
Oh.
Don't ask me why we went to go see Red One.
I thought it was actually decent.
But
It's
it
a rock
was
movie.
typical rock movie.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm trying to save everyone.
And that's what he does
That's,
best.
you know.
But I think Chris Evans played his part really well. And he covered a rock on a lot of it to where you didn't get overwhelmed by the rock.
But the Rock's
the
not a
the
good
best
actor. He's not
scene
a
in
good
that
actor.
movie is when he fought Krampus and Krampus knocked the mess out.
It was
And
an okay
and
movie.
he
I
told
think
him,
he's stretching it,
and he
but
told him what did he
whatever.
say? Man, are you okay? He slapped the mess out of me. I mean, it was like he finally admitted that somebody kicked his butt. Thank you.
Chris Evans brought me back whenever he was Human Torch, just leaving the movie, not
Oh,
another team movie. How he was
man.
acting. So it
Oh,
was.
I love that.
It was his mindset and how he did it. I think
I
he
loved him
helped with
as
The
a
Rock with the
movie.
movie, but it was just like
He did help.
Yeah.
It was basically just another rock movie. It was corny.
Mm-hmm.
It was cheesy. You know, we didn't have nothing to
Dude,
do.
how are we on time?
So-
Are we good? Okay, good. I'm just checking to see how we are on time.
Okay.
So-
Where are we at on time?
20? 20?
How
20
long
more
is
minutes?
this? How long is this?
Yeah, we go about 35. About 35.
Oh, we can end it
okay.
anytime? Well, let's end it.
Okay, guys, take us out. Guys, thank you for watching us.
Wait. Are we really gonna go watch this? We have to go.
I mean, how in the world can you be a critic if you don't don't go actually watch.
I thought we were just
That's what
talking
I
about.
just
I just
said.
thought we were
We
talking
gotta
about the book
watch
and
the
the
movie.
comic book, and
And
now
all
we're
four of us.
okay. So we gotta go see it. All right, all right.
Okay.
Well, I know one thing. I ain't going on Valentine's Day. That's for sure. Because that's just jacked up.
Well, nobody probably will be there on Valentine's Day. Though.
You crazy? It's gonna be packed. You
Uh,
know it
that was
is.
a shot.
You know how long
that's
it's
true.
been
It
since
was
people
a
shot. You know what?
people are waiting for Marvel
There
to bring
are
something new
women
out.
It was a shot.
For
I tried.
diehard comic book fans, just like there are men. So I guarantee
true.
there are couples who come out there to see that movie.
That's true.
I should be able to get lucky.
And you probably will. You probably will.
And boom goes the dynamite.
I know, right? Thank you.
Ow, 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 and boom goes the dynamite.
No.
Peter, what the hell? No.
I know, right?
Oh my God.
All right. If we gotta go see it, so we can talk about it. That's
Let's
fine.
go see it.
Well, I mean, that's
fine.
what we do. I mean, that's what we do.
I'm the new guy, so I'm not gonna cause any waves.
And okay, so we're all in agreement, right?
No, but yes.
Okay.
I was waiting for that answer, actually.
Okay. Well, we're gonna wrap it up today. Thanks for tuning in. Give us a like.
And subscribe, bro.
Yeah, follow, subscribe, give us a like, man, because you know we started now.
We like you.
Yeah, look, man, we just trying to look. We're the voice of the voiceless. Okay, everybody's out here thinking of stuff.
We're just saying it.
Yeah,
That's
we just saying it. It may be crude sometimes, but you're thinking it. We just gonna be the ones that say
Well,
it.
if we gotta pay our dollar to go see the shows, then yeah, we got some input. We got some input.
You may not agree with our assessment. I highly doubt that everybody will be on board
Oh,
with how
you're not.
we think.
We can't amuse
But
everybody.
like at the same time, there are some people out there that's going to be like, yes,
Finally,
that's true.
finally,
Yeah.
Finally. That's gonna some folks are gonna actually say, finally. Somebody is finally stepping up to finally put something out there what I can agree with about Marvel and these stupid movies that they're putting out.
So with that being said, I'm Sammy Two-Time, Eclipse, and Jay. And that's going to be it for the Superhero Circle Show.